Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel for this episode 8 here on BallySpring with me, Farmer Murphy. Well, we're picking up right where we left off the last episode. The reason our money has gone down is I filled our seeder up with seed and our lime spreader up with lime. So that's where the funds went between the end of last episode and this one. So my intention is to show a little bit of everything that needs to go on this month, and then of course there'll be a lots going on off camera. But the first thing we're going to do is look after the animals. I have a tanker here full of milk ready to go to the dairy, and we can get that production turned on. Then I have our other tanker here with a tanker load of slurry for the BGA. And we need to load up manure from that pile there, also for the BGA. Then the last thing we need to do is we need to take our straw blower and blow straw in here so the cows make more manure. So that's what we need to do here. Then we have our crop fields that we need to prep and get planted or seeded this month, because it's the last month we have to do that. And then we also need to do a couple silage contracts, so we have some leftover silage bales for the cows and to feed the BGA. We have our grass fields that we need the silage, but that will take a little time to ferment. And I think that's everything. So lots to do. I plan on showing some of all of it, hopefully. But we'll start by making these deliveries here to the BGA and to the dairy. Now we need to make some chocolate in our dairy, and I am not sure exactly. Like, I could buy sugar, and I have been thinking about doing that, but I actually have a plan, if all goes well, this winter, that we can make our own sugar. So I might hold off on that just until till this winter, and if that plan doesn't work out, then we'll go ahead and buy sugar. We at some point might upgrade these tankers, but I actually wouldn't mind getting a tanker truck, but for now these ones will do. And anything that's small and easy to move around the map, I'm gonna like. And it's a decent amount, 20,000 liters. We'll give this guy some roof because he kind of hogs the corner. Oh, easy, hogs the bridge too. Now we have more than enough milk, I'm sure, to fill the dairy up, so we'll have some excess that we can sell off. Oh, I can't remember where we dump this. I guess if we drive slowly around the building, we'll eventually hit the trigger. And there we go. Now we go in here to our productions, and we can turn on butter and cheese. Like I said, chocolate will have to wait. All right, I'll head back to the farm and we'll hook onto that slurry tanker. So I'll meet you back there. Okay, we're hooked onto the slurry tanker and we're off to the BGA. Nice thing about the BGA, it will just kind of trickle money in every hour, so that'll be kind of nice. It's nice to be doing something other than just grass contracts on here. Don't get me wrong, there'll still be lots of those, but at least we'll have equipment that'll be a little easier on the nerves, and it won't be all we do in a month, which will be really nice. It is tough to get past this crosswalk sometimes. Busy little place. I cannot tell a lie though. There's been a few Irishmen that have been squashed because I've been impatient. Oh, jeez, wrong side of the road. Whoopsie. So sorry, so sorry. Oh shoot, I forgot to change the currency over. Well, I'll do that the next break. Oh, right there. All right, we're off back to the farm and we'll blow some straw in, so I'll catch up with you there. All right, we're at our bale storage area here. We'll grab a couple straw bales. These are the straw bales off our field. I just threw them in here because I imagine I will end up putting most of these into the cows, but I'll probably end up storing them up at the other farm undercover mostly. Watch out, doggy. There, now we can start making manure. Now what I was thinking we would do, we'll take the digestate, and there's a nice mod, we can turn that into solid fertilizer. And then we'll, oh geez, oh I need to start it again, do I? In fresh bale. Then we'll take that solid fertilizer. If there's a sell point, I'll I think that's buy or sell anything, you should take it. We'll sell it and replace it with liquid fertilizer because I really like to do liquid on here. Okay, that's that job done. I'll put this stuff away. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab our trailer and I'll get it loaded up with manure. And you know what? In the interest of saving time, I'll probably just meet you down at the BGA because I've got lots of things to get done. So we'll see you then. There we go, all loaded up. I had taken the extensions off the trailer because I was going to be hauling rocks with it, and the rock picker can't dump into it with the extensions on, and I forgot I needed to haul manure, so that's why we've got no extensions on. And I was worried that that little telehandler might not be able to handle a larger bucket, but I think we can go, I think we can upsize that bucket one more time because it handled it no problem at all. So anyways, I will meet you at the BGA. Well, just rolling into the BGA now. I'll likely have to back in, so I'll go to cab to do that. Oh, I seen the trigger flash up there. It would have been okay if I went a little slower. Is it full already? Oh, I forgot to turn the slurry on too. Indeed, it's full. So I guess we didn't need to worry about not having the extensions. Alright, well I'll take this back and empty it into our pit, and I will meet you out at the grass field where we're going to do a silage contract. So, see you there. Well, we're down here at the field. I have our other equipment, it's kind of staged just in the road there, but I realized I made a mistake. I grabbed 2 contracts for the BGA and 1 for BallySpring. I thought I only grabbed 1 for the BGA and 1 for the BallySpring garage. So we are not going to have any extra bales off of this field because it'll just go to the other contract. Now we are about actually over a third of the way through the episode already. So what I'm going to do is I'll do about a 5-minute montage on the grass work here. And then the rest of the time I'll spend on the field work because there's a lot more processes we need to do there. So that's what I'm going to do here. So sit back and enjoy a little grass work with our new equipment. And we'll certainly have opportunity to do a much larger, or sorry, longer segment at another time. So sit back and enjoy. Just pulling back in here to the BGA again with our first load of bales. There's still 4 left on the field. Looks like this only loads off one side. Just hang on, I'll get turned around. Alright, we'll try that again. Well, there we go. The rain actually started when I was picking the bales up, so I guess I'll go and transport some materials until the rain stops, and we'll move over to the next field, and I'll do that one offline. So we'll catch up with you when we're ready to do the field work. Well, good morning. It's the next day here on the farm. We're here at our field 65, and we're going to get this field prepped and seeded. Yesterday, while it was raining, I delivered as much slurry as what the BGA would take, and I also filled the dairy up. By the time I got that done, the rain had stopped, so I went back and I was able not only to finish those 3 silage contracts we had, but also 1 haying contract that was in the area. So that's pretty amazing. 4 contracts in 1 day versus what we were doing before, which was like, what, 13 contracts in a month. So we're going to get this field prep, but I am going to make some changes here. Right now, what I currently have to do when I come into this field is I have to swing out into the field and around this gate and over into our grass field here. Now, I don't know, but I can't imagine most farmers would keep this section of fence and run through their crop field to get to their grass field. This farmer isn't anyways. So I'm not going to touch the hedges or anything, but what I am going to do is I'm going to take these gates out here and a section of this fence out, to around here, let's say, so we can just come into this hay field and take care of it without going near our crop field. And then it also means is when I'm plowing, because this field needs plowing, is I'll plow out this section here from right about here. I'll just carry on straight through. So we'll enlarge this field a little bit. So I will need to get a scanner and scan this area manually. So I'm going to make a montage of all that because, like I said, we are running out of time. So sit back, listen to some music, and I'll show a little bit of each operation here, and we'll get this taken care of. So sit back and enjoy. well, there we go. We've got canola in our field down here. Like I said, I showed a little bit of everything we did on this field. So this one's good to go. We just need to fertilize it. I did take this area out here so I could extend this field just a little bit, and then we can get into this one without running over our crops. So that's pretty handy. Unfortunately, the section of fence came out was larger than I hoped, and it kind of left this fence hanging here in midair. I tried to put a tree in there so it looked like it went to a tree, but there's too many trees on the map right now. I may try again because we're going to do some logging this winter, and we'll get some trees off and maybe we can add it then. Another thing I forgot to mention was I did take some sugar. I bought sugar from the store and took it up to our dairy and got the chocolate going because we can make a profit even though we had to buy the sugar. So I'll keep doing that, buying kind of a month's worth at a time until we start making our own sugar. I do have a plan for that because we have more than enough milk to do that. Now, I made some calculations for what we were going to need for bales for the winter time, and our BGA is going to go through 400 silage bales a year if we keep it running full time. So that means for the winter we'll need about 200 bales, and I figure for our cows we'll need at least 150. So that means we'll have to have stored up 350 silage bales. So until I get that amount stored up for winter, we won't be selling any silage bales, either from contracts or our own fields. But once we have that amount stored, then we can definitely start selling silage bales. In the meantime, we could sell some hay bales if we did some hay contracts. Once we get about 50 bales up there of those large hay bales, I think we're going to be good for the winter. So then we can start selling hay bales. Now you notice our money went down, and that's because I bought a slurry tanker. I thought I could get away with waiting a month, but I think we're going to end up topping out on slurry, or pretty darn close anyway. I don't think our BGA is going through it as fast as what our cows are making it, or about equal maybe. So if we look in the store, I'll show you which one I purchased. I got this one here with the back. It's fairly, you can see it's fairly short. That means it works really well on this map. I tried on my test map some of the other ones, and they just had difficulties getting in some of the fields. So that one looked like the best option. I'm not 100% certain if I'm going to use it. If I do, I'll use it on our grass fields. After we mow these, we're going to have to prep them. What I'll probably do is leave one small grass field that we do completely next month and prep. Of course, along with our other crop field up by the sheep farm. And that'll give us some farming to show off next month and next episode. So for the rest of this month, it's just going to be grass work. And I'm going to start working on our fields, and might do the odd contracts, but certainly going to hit our fields first. And so I'll do that all off camera. We'll have lots of opportunity to show all our grass work going, or grass working equipment in action in the following episode. So, but we are out of time for this episode, so hope you enjoyed it. If you're still with me, I really appreciate you watching. If you found it informative or entertaining in any way, I encourage you to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to know when other content like this lands, I encourage you to hit that old notification bell. But for this episode, here on BallySpring, till next time, Farmer Murphy, signing off.